Hello and welcome to the video. In this one, we're going to take a look at what Dark and Darker just added with Hotfix 64. In this one, they've got an absolutely huge list of fixes, literally one of the biggest lists of fixes that I've seen in a long time. So really great to see that they're getting through here. If you've had any issues in the last little while, I imagine it's probably been solved. Now, in regards to other updates that they've got going on here, they do now have better performance on the Ruins map. So if you're having a hard time with your PC, maybe it's, not one of the newest models, well, now, wonderful for you, it's going to run even smoother. They've also got improved performance for many visual effects as well, so the game's just been optimized. Now, they have also added essentially better freedom of movement for the giant worm. So if you've ever fought the giant worm, you'll see that sometimes when they're underground, they can sort of get stuck in like a grid pattern for the way they move. I guess now they're going to have a bit more room to move around. Froststone ore and equipment has also been downgraded from legendary. They've also improved the fighter's spell reflection perk so that it can reflect using all items that can block rather than just being limited to shield. So essentially you can reflect spells with your blade. The Ruins golem now drops a little bit less copper ore as well. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. You'll also be far more likely to see the unique monsters as their spawn rates and loot drops have been massively turned up. Anything Dark and Darker related, you can find it here. That's all of the boring stuff, to be entirely frank, because what they just dropped is absolutely huge. You've now got a look at the new arena mode. So that's what we've been looking at here and now. Essentially, all of this is gameplay taken straight from the arena itself. It's truly awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. I'll say, you're allowed to bring in any gear, but the gear that you didn't loot out of a dungeon yourself is not gear that will stay with you when you die. So it's best to just bring in the gear that you've actually looted. That way you're not going to lose it at the end of the dungeon. You can also find loot in the actual arena modes. I've noticed that you will only get the arena mode loot taken back with you if you actually win the map. Now, they did also go ahead and add the religion system, as you can see here. So essentially, we've now got the 4 different religions that you can essentially pledge yourself to. For what it's worth, it's currently account bound. So that means that if you pledge to one religion, all of your characters are now following that religion. The religions give a varying few effects. You've essentially got luck on the first one. We then have physical damage reduction, additional physical damage, and then also magical penetration. Now, the final thing that may be a little bit more of a subtle thing, if you go onto Twitch right now and you go and essentially watch one of the big Twitch streamers that streams Dark and Darker, as you're watching, you're actually going to unlock Twitch drops. So these are all the new things that you can essentially get through the Twitch drops. The first drop is after 30 minutes. Essentially, you just get some reward tokens, but after that, they start giving you actual cosmetics and essentially new races as well. So definitely worth to jump into a stream. If you don't know any streamers, I'd highly recommend you go check out the Spud Hunter. He's an Australian. He's currently doing a subathon, essentially doing a massive marathon of Dark and Darker over the next few days. So really easy to tune into him and, get your Dark and Darker drops just there. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Dark and Darker content just like this. I do gameplay, guides, updates, all sorts. Anything Dark and Darker related, you're going to find it here. And I will see you in the next video.
Oh, hello.